NanoWrimo. NanoWrimo? Nano? What the heck is a NanoWrimo? What is National Novel Writing Month? Hey warriors, if this is you, today we are going to be talking about National Novel Writing Month for beginners. So if you're new to this whole writing thing or are just now hearing about National Novel Writing Month, you might be a little confused. So we're going to answer a few questions for National Novel Writing Month beginners. So first, what is National Novel Writing Month? National Novel Writing Month is a challenge that asks writers to write a novel in 1 month. You have 30 days to complete 50,000 words, which is admittedly a shorter novel, but is about the baseline requirements of a novel. Anything less, it's usually a novella. If it's even less than novella length, then it's a short story. So 50,000 words and you've got yourself a novel, or at least a really solid start. So if you're getting familiar with National Novel Writing Month, if you're researching it and thinking, all right, this looks pretty cool, I want to try this, here are some tips for NanoWrimo beginners. The first thing that I would tell you is to use their plan. So National Novel Writing Month, the organization, suggests writing about, I think it's 1,667 words. Don't quote me, you can Google it. Every day to reach 50,000 words in 1 month. And if you are just beginning, I would suggest doing just that. So those who have done National Novel Writing Month a few times can probably tweak that word count. They can do more one day and do less another day. And even as a beginner, you might have to do that. But if you can, and you're just starting, I would suggest following that formula. It's the best way to make sure that you're going to hit 50,000 words in 30 days. If you've missed a few days and you didn't hit that word goal, do not get discouraged, but that's a really good place to start for beginners. I would also suggest joining their community or any community of other writers participating in National Novel Writing Month. If you're just starting out, you're going to have a lot of questions. And if you have access to other writers who are also participating, you can ask them questions and get feedback, and most importantly, get support when you're feeling discouraged. So the National Novel Writing Month organization has a website where you can sign up and you can join forums and ask questions and communicate with others who are participating. Or you can join the Creative Warrior community on Facebook. We are very welcoming, and it is a group of people who are there to answer your creativity questions, to give encouragement, and to just brainstorm ideas and give writing tips. So I will put that link in the comments if you would like to join the Creative Warriors community on Facebook. My next tip for NanoWrimo beginners is to go to write-ins. So if you check the National Novel Writing Month site, you will be able to search for local write-ins that you can actually attend in person. And as someone who has participated in and completed National Novel Writing Month in the past, I would highly suggest attending these write-ins. It's super fun to be surrounded by other writers who are trying to achieve the same crazy goal as you are. The organizers are really great about making things fun. They do writing sprints, they give out prizes, but they've always been really great. They're really fun, and it definitely helps you stay motivated, especially in November when it's starting to get cold, I guess, depending on where you are. It's getting dark and gray. It's getting dark earlier, and your motivation might start to slow down mid-month. Get out of your house, go see other writers, and even if you don't like interacting, if you're more of an introvert than an extrovert, if you don't talk to them all that much, they're not gonna judge you, trust me. Just go, sit, and work on your project surrounded by other writers. You might also be wondering if anyone reads or checks your novel. And no, they don't. It's kind of the honor system for National Novel Writing Month. You submit your daily word count into a little word counter on the website just so you can keep track of where you are. And then at the end, you'll get a little celebration that says, yay, you've reached 50,000 words, but you don't have to submit your novel, your actual words, and nobody's going to go through and check and make sure you have 50,000 words or read your work. So it's the honor system. Don't worry, nobody's going to see it. Nobody is going to be checking your work for National Novel Writing Month. Beginners might also be wondering if you can stop and start a new project in the middle of National Novel Writing Month and have that count toward your word count. Is no. The bigger answer is, like I just said, nobody really checks. So nobody's going to know if you do that. Like I said, it is the honor system, so they are trusting that you work on one complete novel during the month. The goal of National Novel Writing Month is to complete a novel. So you want to do the best that you can to work on the same project, the same novel throughout the month in order to complete it. But again, if you're working on something, you don't like it, and you stop and start something new, no one's going to know. You will know. So do your best to try to work on the same novel, the same project throughout the month. But if doing so is going to hurt your productivity, if it's going to hurt your creativity, don't feel pressure to continue and finish just for the sake of getting the 50,000 words done. If you start over in the middle of the month because you're feeling passionate about another project, do it, and do not feel pressured to win National Novel Writing Month. The other goal of the month and of the challenge is to get you creating. So just create. Beginners might also be wondering about pre-writing and planning. You can plan, you can outline. In fact, it's encouraged. It's a little late in the game at this point, but only the words you write during November will count toward the 50,000. So yes, you can pre-write, but just know that only words written during the month of November count toward your 50,000 word goal. Do I have to write a specific genre for National Novel Writing Month? No, you can write about whatever you want. There is no genre requirement. You write whatever your little heart desires. So if you are a National Novel Writing Month beginner, I hope this video was helpful. I hope it answered any questions you might have had. And I hope if you decide to participate in National Novel Writing Month that you find success. So thank you so much for joining me today. Please throw in the comments if you have any other questions that I didn't answer about National Novel Writing Month, and let us know if you decide to participate. Thanks again for listening. Now go out and fight for your creativity. I do not have any other tips. Hey, quiet on set. Blah.